Today we're going to talk to you about one of the most popular modifications people do to their off-road and overland rigs.
Rock sliders.
And we're going to show you how easy they are to install. This is Wanderlust Overland.
Where the heck are we?
This can't be right.
So why do we need sliders? To protect the rocker panel and doors from getting smashed in by rocks, trees, and maybe even cows. We that are elevation challenged can use it as a step. They can be used as an emergency side recovery point, and with the jack jaw adapter, we can even lift the side with the high lift.
The selection of sliders out there is huge. Everyone with a tubing bender and a welder is making them. It's a hard choice to make. This is what we looked for. We wanted a kick out right before the rear tires. This will give us that one last push before the quarter panels come in contact with the nasty, but mostly for a nice step to access gear up on the roof. A tread or a plate. This makes for a better step, adds a lot of side impact strength, and it reduces kicked up rocks from chipping the paint. Bolt on instead of weld on. If we were building a hardcore rock crawler, weld on would add a little bit more strength to this, but we want the ability to take them on and off to repaint them or repair them. What we didn't want were steps that hang down below.
Those aren't sliders.
Square tubing for the outer tube. It may function just fine, we just don't like the look. And ones that look like factory running boards.
We went with sliders from RSG Off-Road. Not only did they meet all our criteria, but they were in stock, got shipped the same day we ordered them, and we got them within a few days.
And they are beefy with 4 legs gusseted to a full mounting plate. If you want our advice, if what you're looking at only has 2 legs, or they don't have gussets at all, or they have just these tiny little pads that bolt onto the frame, don't waste your money on them.
Those aren't sliders, those are steps. Sliders are super simple to install. One of the easiest mods you can do.
We're going to do a little prep work before we put them on. If your frame is rusty and crusty or dirty, this would be a good time to clean it up, maybe shoot some primer or some undercoating on it. Now, I'm not sure if you're supposed to take these out. These are little plugs that cover up some holes in the side of the frame, but they're going to keep the sliders from bolting up nice and flat to the frame, so I'm taking them out.
The bolts use existing tapped holes in the frame. And this is a perfect place for rust and dirt to build up. To clean ours out before we put the bolts in, we're going to run a tap through each one.
One thing you may want to do well ahead of time is spray these bolts that hold the bracket for the emergency brake cable on with some PB Blaster or WD-40 or something. These have to come off and then back on after the sliders go on. And another thing is, if you have KDSS on your truck, you'll need to take that skid plate off that covers that up.
Yeah. They're a little awkward to get in place.
Okay, we're getting one bolt started at each end, but we're leaving them all loose until we get them all in and started. Now, if you do have the KDSS system, when you go to put that little skid plate back on, I guess you have to take a little sliver, cut a little sliver off of that to fit it back on here. But I think you can easily do that with like a Dremel tool.
Let's go find something to run over.
All right, but no cows.
If this is your first time watching one of our videos and you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the bell if you want to be notified.
These have to come off and then back on after you put the sliders on. I don't even know what the hell we're putting on the damn thing today. All right, let's do it over.